Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Neyyah. Last time out, we found a way to light Spore Docks 1, and we got ourselves a safe sent over to the Harbour Zone. We have unlocked and opened that safe, and in it we found the Neyyah key. Where do we use that? Who can say? I don't know. This game is very hard in a very unusual way, right? This game bombards you with information to the point where you can't really keep it all straight. And I think I'm going to have to admit that we are at the point where we're going to need... to lower the difficulty. What? Well, here's the thing, right? In journey mode, guided by the ancients, so we're already using Whispers of the Wind anyway, right? So tutorials won't appear at the start of the game. We don't really need a tutorial anymore. You won't be prompted as much during your travel. You'll still receive notifications on locations and map reveals. Okay. Guided by the ancients, you receive new map and location alerts, so we get that anyway, as well as pop-up text to help familiarise yourself with Neyyah's controls and features. Right, we don't really need that. Traveller's Guide notifications is set to default, alerting you to new observations being collected in your Traveller's Guide, and text prompts will appear throughout the game, edging you closer to solutions. So, we could either turn on Guided by the Ancients, or we could go and read through the Traveller's Guide. So I think we're going to start by reading through the Traveller's Guide, because I think the only thing that journey mode really gives you, or would really give us at this point, is it will alert us to new observations being made. And whatever this last bit is about text prompts appearing throughout the game, which I guess might be when you're in the correct location, I guess you get like a prompt as to what you're supposed to do next. Let's have a read through the Traveller's Guide first and see if this sparks some inspiration, and if it doesn't, we might be lowering the difficulty and seeing if we can get a little pop-up notification to help us. Aaron, please hold my hand, please guide us through Neyyah. Oh dear, it's a funny old game, this one, definitely. Is strange because the puzzles themselves are not like incredibly complex. Usually it's some kind of put an item in a location, or it's find an item, or it's enter a code into a thing. Like it doesn't have, or so far at least, it doesn't have anything like super wild, like the Rhem style leaps of logic. But Rhem is very, very thin on needing to understand the lore to make sense of anything. Whereas Neyyah, there are hundreds of lines of text, and you kind of need to have a certain comprehension of all of them. I'm just finding that really difficult. Okay, so the Traveller's Guide, it provides a list of observations serving as hints towards solving puzzles, completing the game. It's completely optional. You're encouraged to take your own notes as you explore Neyyah at your own pace. All observations are collected in separate lists associated with the different areas of Neyyah. As you explore more locations of Neyyah, more locations will be revealed in the menu on the right. So we've missed an entire location, potentially. Check out the map of each location by hitting View Map. Your most recent observation within each location will be enclosed in those two symbols. You can click on an observation to reveal its associated location. Lovely. Stay alert to new incoming observations by enabling Traveller's Guide notifications in your options menu. Do you know what? I am going to start... Yeah, Traveller's Guide notifications. Give me those on, right? So we're not yet being guided by the Ancients. What is it? Is it T for Traveller's Guide? We're not yet being guided by the Ancients, but we are now going to get pinged when we have a new observation in the Traveller's Guide. Okay. Oh, shoot. Right. Oh, it's all of the different zones. So we're currently at Pinorva Point. And there are 2 different areas to Panova Point. Oh, shoot. There's actually quite a lot of stuff on here. Well, let's make a start, I suppose. I found a plaque with some symbols on it. I cannot decipher it for now. It seems an inventory item can be used here, though. Walking to the central building, I found a lock which requires a key to open. Until then, I cannot access any more of this specific area of Neyyah. Wait, that's just the door, isn't it? There appears to be a missing book in the central building. At the bottom of a ladder, I've come across a metal cabinet with a gold button connected to it. Pressing it does nothing. It doesn't seem to be operational at the moment. Right, okay. Yeah, this is going to be super helpful. We need to cross off the ones we've already done, though. So, shall we put these near... Yeah, let's put these in the areas where they're relevant to, okay? So, let's just work through these and we'll cross them off as we've done them. So, plaque with symbols on it. We've not found an item to fiddle around with that. Walking to the central building, we've done that. There appears to be a missing book at the bottom of a ladder. Right, we've not done that. I've come across a console with 2 blue crystals. There seems to be a missing one in the centre. There is a symbol marked above the crystals. Yes, we've done that. It appears I can use a crystal on a device I found near the cliffs leading to the Pelska Shrine area of Panova Point. We've put the crystal in, but we don't know its height. Entering a lookout tower, I've come across a machine with many buttons. Once powered, these buttons reveal symbols that appear on a plasma window. Some of the buttons don't seem to be working. What do these symbols represent? They represent numbers. We have that one. I've encountered a console called Transportation Tower Camera Sector. It requires camera signals to work. Where can I activate these signals? Okay, so there's a lot there that we've not done. But also, not much in there, which I would say is inspiring me with a clear next thing to do either. So let's continue on. Okay. Let's continue on and see if we do it right. So Pelska Shrine area. I have found Orion. She has mentioned that I must bring Smolux to this very point so that she can perform the passing. She's also activated a barrier to prevent any new arrivals on Neyyah. Fine. I've encountered a console, Pelska Portal Activation System. It requires a device called a Pelska Portal. We have done that. I've come across a console which seems to have a locked lid. A red light indicates the console is currently inactive. There are 4 images marked on the lid. Do they look familiar? Yes, we've done that. I've successfully powered the Pelska Portal. This will enable me to travel greater distances across Neyyah. Good. Okay, so we've actually done most of that area. That's nice. Okay. Spore docks. Spore docks next then. This is where we've been most recently. Yeah, there's only one area of the spore docks. And you guys thought, what was it, episode 11? What do you think the story was going to be our last talking only episode. It is nighttime here and everything's shrouded in darkness. I need to find a light source. Done. I've encountered a device which has a symbol on it. I need to use an inventory item to activate it. Have I seen this symbol before? Yes. That's fine. We've done that. I've come across the Spore Docks Activity Console. It displays activity data for 2 different symbols. Yes. Okay. There are 2 button devices, each one bearing a different symbol. Have I seen these symbols before? Could I experiment more with these devices? What connection might they have with the Spore Docks Activity Console? Right, it's these 2 on the sides. Could we? I don't know. I have acquired a metal box that has a symbol on the front of it. Could there be something inside it? This was the little safe, yes? Yes. There's a rail track that runs to a stop area with 2 levers. Where does it end? And could I set something across the rail track to this area of the spore docks? Yes, I already did that. After placing the metal box in the cart at the spore docks, I activated the lever and sent the cart across the railway track. Where's the cart gone? We found that. Okay. So actually, depending on whether that one is done or not, we might be done with spore docks. I would also note that here, the clues are divided into 2 columns. Here, they are not, which would indicate to me that there's not much more to be found there. Go on and give me Skaliti Towers next. Oh wow, there's a big old blank gap in the middle of Skaliti Towers. Like, is it too much to presume that we're expected somewhat to discover these things in order? I don't know. I've encountered a machine requiring a paita, a key, and there are 2 red lights, which I'm guessing will need to be altered to green in order for the device to function. We have 100% done that. There's an elevator built at the centre of the Skaliti Towers basin underneath what appears to be a portal. It is currently inactive. I will need to find a means of powering it. Yes, that does not have power. I've come across a console which seems to operate a levitation system and a plasma shield. The levitation system requires microphone signal in order to operate successfully and seems to be linked to an elevator. Right, so those are outstanding. And then down here, there appears to be a bridge leading out to the far side of the Skaliti Towers basin. I can't cross it yet. I tried pressing the button nearby, but nothing's operational. No, we can cross that bridge, so that's done. I've operated a large plug-like device at the bottom of the Skaliti Towers basin. It has moved up into the central structure of the basin. Yes. A plasma shield has been activated on the far side of the Skaliti Towers basin. It seems to be protecting crystals built at the bottom of an elevator, but why? I have activated the plasma bridge, enabling me to get to the far side of the Skaliti Towers basin. The elevator, which has the crystals at its base protected by the plasma shield, is not operational. I'll need to locate its power source. Okay. Like, so far, yes, reasonable summary of things, but also, so far, no massive inspiration as to what we should do next. Golophiac mines? Oh wow. We've got a few bits and pieces. Mainland. Okay, what do we got here then? I have found a full spore. That's fine. Yes, we have found that. There's a clue here, which we're missing. No idea on that. There's a blue plasma door which is blocking the way forward down some metal stairs to another side of the cliffs. There is a metal case on the wall nearby that appears to be locked too. It requires a key. Hang on. Okay. The doorway to a brick building is locked with a metal case attached to it. The casing appears locked too. It requires a key. Oh, no, we've been in there. With a metal case attached to it. This is what... I'm not really getting that. I have found a PSF reader developed by Grey Mountain Systems. There are 4 readings I can take. Red, blue, green, yellow. I have taken those readings. I found a note which details 3 different kinds of spores. What's the significance of each one? I found a note regarding a system which will deliver instant teleportation to the secret portal. Oh, that's nice. So this actually gives you a screenshot of the note. At the Lodvik Tower. Right. Yeah, fine. I found a withered spore. I found a processed spore. Okay. Oh! Lab HQ. Man, that is quite a lot. But Lab HQ is not a large area. So what have I missed in that area then? So Lab HQ. I found a map on a door detailing sectors of Neyyah Site 28. Neyyah Spore Collection Pool. Current position is 2. That's the HQ Lab sector. Jalud Arrival Station. Right. Camera sector. That's Pinorva Point. Right, an elevator sector. Well, that is the Skaliti Towers. Right. Okay. After accessing the security access system in the hangar of the Golophiac Mines lab, I've come across information regards Vermeer setting up a secret office at the Paita factory. Perhaps this information will aid me in locating exactly where the lab is. I found a locked round metal hatch in the lobby area where I met Mason. It requires a key. We've got those sorted. Done that, done that, done that. A specific Paita with a symbol is required to operate a lever device connected to 2 different contraptions. 2 different contraptions. Maybe I should be making some of these in orange. The Paita activated the lever, which has opened a portal. Location classified. Whereabouts can this portal be found, and where could it lead? I've stumbled across a letter that describes extracting Bilox oil from a tank. A missing canister is also noted. A canister with a symbol on its lid. Ah, the current symbology depicted in the Bilox tank emblem. Where Uliche is joined with the lands of Fazalta creates a bitter taste in my mouth. We should definitely reuse this design once we have plans for a new system in place. Right. So we have got the Bilox oil. Right. That's what our mystery liquid was. Make that a little bit thinner still. Right. I've acquired an orange colour Paita with a symbol on it. Yes, that is that. I've picked up a green journal belonging to Vermeer. I've activated, so yeah, I've done that. I'm pretty sure that's done, probably. I've activated a spore heater prototype. Spores fell into a small pool and 4 metal symbols have ignited. Does it represent something else in Neyyah? A mean, it looks a little bit like what's in the tower, to be honest. The dome zone. Upon opening a drawer in the main lab, I stumbled across a 4-digit passcode. Each number is coloured differently. This seems connected to the fuse box on the heater servers. Yes, we've done that. I've encountered a computer system called the Banox computer system. It seems to contain a lot of information and machine status updates linked to many places across Neyyah. Fine. Inspecting the Neyyah Platinum System number 1, I've discovered that the heaters in the heater chamber must be activated before the Neyyah plant can be lowered into the heater chamber for spore harvesting. Yep, we kind of know that. And I've already activated the heaters anyway. 3 symbols are required for the activation of the Neyyah Platinum System 1, which will connect to Neyyah Platinum System 2. The destination of the number 2 system is classified. Where could it be? Ah. Right. That's probably the first super concrete thing we can work towards, because the references to binoculars is certainly not coincidental, because we had something over here somewhere about binoculars. Binocular activity. The diverter tower on arrival sector continues to provide a strong signal, enabling a successful transmission of symbols to the binoculars connected to the Neyyah Platinum System number 2. The Elopolite shield is now nothing but a ruin, looming above the diverter tower like a corpse, and those binoculars stationed at the water towers nearby serve no purpose anymore. While this continues to provide a steady source of power for the Neyyah, I do believe it would be wise to consider constructing a brand new system, one which doesn't require old Fazaltian technology. I always did appreciate their understanding and cooperation back when I decided to lay down the plans to construct the ocean portal, but after what they did to us, Vermeer... Anyway, make sure transmission from arrival sector to HQ lab sector at the diverter tower remains strong for the Neyyah operation to be performed successfully. The Neyyah depend on it. See, that doesn't really give you like a really clear instruction as to what to do next, but let's go here. Right. It seems I can alter the location of binocular power on the Neyyah Platinum System 1 at the lab on Golophic Mines. It seems to be located at an area of Neyyah called the Diverter Tower, where old unused binoculars are still stationed. Aha! Right, that's the bit that I just read out. Okay, good. I've successfully activated fuel for the Neyyah. An activation console has been activated. 4 symbols are lit up with different amounts of white dots around them. Is this related to the activation console, and where can I locate it? Yes, we've done that. We've done that. I've acquired Mason's journal. Some of Mason's journal is unreadable. There seems to be something I can use on the ink, but what? I've uncovered hidden notes written by Mason. The information must be important. I discovered information regarding a handheld portal called the Pelska portal. It can only be used in places called action points, and the locations can be found in Vermeer's secret office journal. We've done that. While exploring the lab headquarters, came across a note referring to potent Gafunky spores found at the sleeping tower area of Falitsu Island, which seem to work well in powering remote light sources. Yes, we've done that. Okay, so like overall, we're doing pretty well on the lab HQ area there. Beach area, not a huge amount in here at all. Okay, I have picked up a key which operates a lever system at a place called Scarleti Towers. Ah, yeah, we've done that. That's all fine. Whip. I have picked up 2 coloured crystals, purple and red. I have picked up a canister with a symbol on its lid. Great, yeah, that's the Bilix oil. I have acquired a knife. Outside on the beach, I have encountered a bench with a gold button near a table. Nothing seems operational at the moment. Yes. I've encountered a console called Transportation Tower Lab HQ Sector. It requires camera signal to work. Where can I activate those signals? Right. Yep, fine. Okay, no clear instruction from there. Okay, good. Shall we do Neyyah pools next then? So this is the main area in the middle. This is the main area in the middle. Okay. Oh. Quick time check. This is going to be all we do this episode, isn't it? Like once again. Right, here we go. I have powered one of the Haltish server machines found in the Neyyah pools. It details Bannock's computer system Haltish data. Trondy count transfer status is successful. There must be a computer system which will display the results of these transfers. What do I need these Trondy counts for? Yes, we know about that. That's all been done. There's a device used to activate and deactivate a plasma shield to a pipe which leads to the central building of the Neyyah pools. I don't know if I fiddle with that or not. I've encountered a symbol marked on the front door to a nearby tower. Yes, we know that one. I have activated the Lobvik Tower connection machine. 3 symbols have lit up on the panel connected by coloured lines. How are these symbols connected to each other? And what do they represent? I think we've done this. So we've used the mask. I've encountered a console called the Mayorta Gas Activation Console. It appears 2 transfers of data are required to power it. Right. Transportation Tower signal transfer. There is a panel of information referring to how heater systems must be powered and Trondy counts must be entered. It must be related to the heater system console. Yes, we've done that. I have activated the heaters. Lovely. Like, I think all of this is done. Like, we've used a mask. We do not have this pie eater though. Right, we don't have that. And I don't think we've done that. Like, that's not relevant. So, questions on these, I think. Like this panel of information. Yeah. Okay. And now we've got all of these to go through. So let's go to Falitsu Island, Levandis Zone. Oh, not much in the Levandis Zone that we've found yet. I have come across a small console detailing a Levandis frequency system status waiting for microphone signals. Entering an old shed, I've come across a 4-digit security code with the words WSS written above it. What does this mean? And I found a small lever at the top of a large tank. Once I turn it, I can hear something unlocking nearby. What's down at the bottom of the tank? We were never able to get down to the bottom of that. So all of that, we've not done any of that. Ooh, maybe we need to do a little bit more exploration of the Levandis zone. Let's have a look at the Funky Zone arrival area. Now we should have most of this done, right? Because this was right at the start of the game. Like, it's absolutely on brand that even the hint system requires a certain amount of comprehension as to what you're even reading here. There are 4 coloured circles on the Jalood. What do these represent? Well, we know what those represent. We've got a load of missing clues here. I've come across a console which has 2 blue crystals. There seems to be a missing one in the centre of the console. Fine. We got that. There is a small ball-like contraption set above a pole facing the machine opposite. It's beeping and appears non-interactive, but what purpose does it serve? There is a locked door with a symbol marked on it. Is there a lever nearby I can use to open it? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's done that ages ago. I've encountered a cauldron-looking contraption. The lever appears jammed. Is this contraption connected to anything else? Yes, and I've acquired salt. Okay, so that's all done. That's done. That's done. I have encountered a console called the Pelorian Portal Activation System. I will require the Neyyah Jalood colour registration to activate this system. Yes, we've done that. Opening one of 2 boxes, I've stumbled across 2 2-digit code systems, 2 levers, and 2 items. We've done that. After inserting a paita into a console and switching the lever, I've powered the tank down at the Jalood arrival area. What has the tank powered? Maybe I should follow some pipes. Oh, I've inserted a pipe into there. Oh, right, okay. This... That's just how I got the salt, wasn't it? Wasn't it? There's a portal which seems inactive. Is there anything nearby that will enable me to power it? I think we've done all these. I think we've done these. I've encountered a door which appears to be locked. It has a symbol marked onto it. Maybe this could help me find a way to unlock it. Right, yep, we've done that. I've encountered a hut where I can pull a lever, diverting power between 2 pipes marked with symbols. Yeah, that's fine. There's a symbol marked on the front of a tank. What might it represent? And I have filled up an empty canister with Billix oil. So we've actually done all of these. Right? And the fact that this one is right at the bottom as well kind of indicates that maybe that's like the ultimate aim of that area. So back to the Kafunky Zone sleeping tower area. How are we missing so much stuff from here? Okay, I've stumbled across a device which requires an item to work. It is built just below a cart. There is a note too. I need to find the Paita factory. We've done that. I've picked up some vegetation from the top of one of the giant mushrooms. What could it be used for? So we've used both of those clues. But look at the size of the font being used here, right? And look at how much space there is. When there's not very many clues to find, Aaron's definitely using a larger font, right? In here, these are really spaced out so that you're only getting like 7 lines on the whole page. But here, it's a much, much smaller font, so we're missing a lot of clues in the Sleeping Tower area for sure. Okay, let's have a look at the dome zone. Okay, so clearly there is a lot of this game still left to play. We are not close to the end of this, it would appear. So, there's some holes in the middle of the water creating a specific shape. A pipe seems to run to it. What is it connected to? Well, it's connected to a portal, right? We sort of know that, but we've not done anything with it. Pressing a button inside the empty lantern has activated something inside the dome. Ah. What did we activate inside the dome? I discovered a couple of notes from Vermeer after opening a metal cap with a symbol on it. It refers to draining out water from a tank and a portal. Where can I locate this tank? There was an image in one of the pages. Right, so that's the... Yeah, isn't that the water tank on the thing? Oh, man. That's the one from the Lavandis zone, is it? No, that's Golophic Mines. No, it's not Spore Docks. It's not Skeleti Towers. Yeah, water tank. That's the one. Oh, and here are the microphones. Here are the microphones that we need. Oh, maybe we need to go to the Lavandis zone and have a really good hunt around. Maybe we've literally just missed something on the Lavandis zone. I discovered a couple of notes from Vermeer after opening a metal cap with a symbol on it. Right, yeah. After accessing the top area of the dome, I discovered a lever hidden under a metal cap with a symbol on it. I pulled at it and heard a loud flushing of water. Is there anything outside which might show me anything connected to this part of the dome? And what it may have altered elsewhere on Neyyah? What? There is a button missing at an elevator outside the dome. It seems non-functioning. Has the button been tampered with deliberately? Is Vermeer involved at all? Okay. That's definitely something we can work on further. Harbour zone. Ah, yes. Now look, we've got everything right down to the bottom here, but it's only going to fit on one page. So we've at least got most of this done. And we're nearly to the end of these hints. There's a small lever in what appears to be a paita holder. Where is the symbol to find out which paita to use? Have we done that? We only have a couple of paitas left. Entering a tower, I've encountered a circular machine with a switch I can move up and down between two different symbols. What do these symbols represent? Oh shoot, yeah, I've no idea what that does either. I've reached the top of a tower on the far side of the bridge leading across the harbour. There's a console inside the tower which, once I activated it, has now lit up a panel of 6 blue squares. I've seen these squares elsewhere on Neyyah. Yes, that's to turn up the heater. Right. There's another console on the top chamber of the tower I've reached on the far side of the harbour bridge. It activates something at the tunnel with the cart. Yes, right, we've done that as well. I've sent the cart out across the rails. If I can find a higher vantage point in the harbour zone, perhaps I can find out where I've sent the cart. I've discovered a golden button which has opened a metal cabinet revealing a triangular mechanism with 3 symbols on it. Yes. We don't really know what that is, but it looks important. I've acquired a key from the metal box. It has a picture on it. Does it look familiar? Well, I know it's the Neyyah key. And we need to lower the Neyyah into the Neyyah, or the other way around. I've discovered a note from Vermeer regarding camera signals being powered at the Skeleti Towers for the camera signal codes secured. What? I've discovered a note from Vermeer regarding camera signals being powered at the Skeleti Towers for the camera signal codes secured at 2 transportation towers. Yeah, I mean, we read that note recently, but like, whoa. I've discovered a note from Vermeer detailing information about symbols required for lowering the Neyyah. This information has been stored in binoculars at a watchtower here on the harbour zone. I found information on diverting power to 2 binoculars located in a classified location and holding important symbols relating to lowering the Neyyah plant. The diverter console in the tower below will enable you to send power from here to 2 other binoculars at a classified location. The symbols will be stored in these binoculars. So I think there's basically a whole bunch of stuff there that we've not done. Okay, and then if I look at the pay to factory... Whew, plenty of stuff on the pay to factory. I have acquired a mask. Good. I climbed up to the top of a tower built at the end of a pier, and after turning a lever I've moved a platform on a lower area of the factory, which is now connected to another platform I couldn't access before. Yes. I've acquired a book. After inspecting the Falitsu Island map development notes, I've noticed I can add something to a couple of pages. Yes. Although crack open the rock, I still don't know what that means. I've climbed a ladder to the top of a tank and activated a lever. Something has activated. But whereabouts? Couldn't tell you. I've acquired a book from Vermeer's secret office. It details the flora and fauna of Neyyah. I've acquired Vermeer's journal. I've acquired a key from a wooden mechanical case. Does it look familiar at all? Yes. Wait, or does it? Hang on. Yeah, that's just the dome key, right? Yeah, that's just the dome key. Back to Falitsu Island, pay to factory. Right, dome key. I've acquired a small key. This must be Vermeer's spare key. There's a slip of paper with the details WSS Wakan Security Systems written on it. There's a lot of numbers on it too. Ah. Serial number originally installed modified. Originally installed modified. Right. So that can go with the Pinova point. There's a lot of numbers on it. I think we're looking for a 4-digit number, but okay. I've discovered that 2 devices at the Pelska Shrine area of Neyyah require codes to function, activation of a portable teleportation device and another for a bunker teleportation system. Two devices at the Pelska Shrine area of Neyyah. Right. After reading some notes on heater shells, I recall Mason mentioning a 4th heater shell. 3 of them are located at the lobby of the lab at Golophic Mines where I encountered Mason. Where is the 4th one? It's connected to the crystal block mechanisms. The one with the crystal block mech symbols will need extra protection. I don't even know what that means. The crystal block... Oh! The crystal block. Is that the purple and the red crystal? Maybe. Red and purple crystal, maybe. There's a Mahili portal tank on Neyyah which will lead to a place called the Velatron Temple. It can be drained from water, but how? Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that's also the one on Panorva Point, but how do you get off the cliffs? I think we've got to really search that area. I think we must have missed a path, maybe. There's a salt dispensing unit on Neyyah. This will come in handy for retrieving salt to uncover hidden messages. That's done. That's fine. Don't need that. I've discovered that if I don't activate the bunker teleportation system at Panorva Point successfully, Smolix won't be trapped inside the bunker and will instead have free roam to come after me. I must make sure I'm prepared before activating the bunker teleportation system. I've discovered a note relating to the Paletish clan. There are 5 symbols on the note. I didn't even clock that that one at the bottom was a 5th symbol. I've encountered a console which requires me to enter a 4-symbol combination. Yeah, we've done that. Done that, no problem. I've successfully powered other portals on Neyyah. I've encountered a console which requires 5 symbols. Wait. Where was that? I don't remember that at all. Okay. We've got some things. We've got some things to go and look at. We've got some things to go and look at. Do you know what? Right, I can take a quick... We can do a quick travel. Helska portal! So... we need to go back to the arrival zone. So there's the Lavender zone and there's the Paita factory. Are the 2 kind of areas to look at. From the arrival zone, from the arrival zone, we can go to the Lavender zone quite straightforwardly. Paita factory. For the Paita factory, we kind of need to go through the dome zone, which involves us going on the beach side of this. Just very quickly. No. Oh, new observation recorded in Traveller's Guide. Are you sure? Because that's where I am. I'm in the Gafunky zone, arrival area. I filled up the empty canister with Billix oil. Okay. Don't know. Can't explain that one, to be honest. I did not mean to close that. So, let's zip through here. I mean, the Lavandis zone is the one that I'm expecting more to be like... The Lavandis zone is the one I'm expecting to be able to find more things in that will help us. But that very last thing we saw about having a panel that we needed to put 5 symbols into has suddenly given me a moment of being like, wait, what? Oh, I see. When we went up, that was us going through the portal. Now we're just on a cable car. I didn't twig that initially. Yeah, okay. Right, let's skip that animation. Because, you know, we on a clock, bros. We on a clock. Ding dong. Yeah, don't worry about any of that. Out we come, over the rickety boards. Okay, so now we're in the Paita factory. So, what was this thing? Where was this panel? That we need to put the 5 symbols on. No, it wasn't that. That's done. I still maintain that this is so strange that there's no... Like, it's not asking for an item at all, or anything. So we're not going to try and get in there. At all. Oh, yes, of course. It wasn't this panel in here, was it? Because if so, I'm pretty sure we did this one. No. No, that's just powered online. So where's this... So where's this panel then? Whoops, no. Where's this panel that's requiring 5 symbols? Okay, sure. That's just my fast travel point. I've kind of missed or forgotten something, right? Or it's something that we solved so long ago. Or it's something that we solved so long ago I've literally just forgotten about it. Hard to say. Like, maybe that's just not... Maybe that's not the vibe. Maybe we solved that one already. Like, we obviously solved a thing to put 5... we obviously did solve a thing to put, like, 4 of those symbols down. Because that's how we activated the portals. So maybe that's it. But in which case, why... Oh, it does say it encountered a console which requires 5 symbols. Why would this line be above this one? Ah. Okay. Right. I think we could probably mark that one as green. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Next episode, we're going to start by going to the Levandis zone and really hammering it and really trying to find some secret paths. We don't have, like... We have a couple of things that we can look at into more depth, but certainly this Traveller's Guide is definitely not just like giving you the solutions. Certainly not. Well, my friends, that was very much, largely, a talky clue discussion episode once again. It's kind of one of those kind of games, isn't it? If you enjoyed this episode, and you're enjoying this playthrough of Neyyah, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Consider supporting the channel on the Patreon if you'd like access to these episodes a week early. I will see you next time. Bye for now.